Welcome, Leah. We're gonna start. So let's start laying down on your back. So today we're going to do a heart practice. So our focus will be on our thoracic spine, the middle part of our back. So we'll work with some twists, area, some back bends. I am going to mute everyone, but if you do need to ask a question or anything, you can always do so. You can either press the space bar, hold it down and talk, or you unmute yourself and talk. So any questions or anything you need. Can you guys hear me well? Yes? Okay, perfect. So let's lay down on your back. So turn around, belly on, facing the sky. And let's start by placing our hands on our belly. So just relax your body on the earth. And begin by allowing the weight of the body to relax on the earth. And observe the movement of your belly as you're breathing. And now I invite you to begin to draw in a little more inhale through your nose and into your belly. So the belly expands on the inhale. And as you exhale, draw the belly towards the spine. So that's where we start to create a little bit of conscious engagement. So we expand the belly on the inhale, the belly drops, the breath drops in the belly on the inhale. And as you exhale, draw the belly in. So as I can't see you guys, just be very careful with your body, know your limits in your body, listen to your body, see what's right for you, what isn't. Today we're gonna focus on back bends and softening and opening our heart area, our chest, our thoracic spine. So just be, careful with yourself and also explore your limits with care. So let's do some samavriti where the inhale and the exhale become equal. So your hands are still on your belly and we're gonna exhale all the air out. Now take a breath and we'll count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Receiving the breath in the belly. Exhale to 4. Draw the belly to the back body. 3, 4. And continue counting in your mind, inhaling to 4. Allowing the breath to drop down the spine into the belly. Engaging the belly on your exhale, counting to 4. So by breathing like this, we begin to balance our inhale and our exhale. It's called samavriti. We're also inviting all the little pieces of our attention to move inward, to focus. There's a detailed direction of where the breath is going. There's a detailed direction of the length of the breath. Just about 2 more breaths like that. It takes a minute for the attention to start to draw in. And now keep one hand on your belly. And bring another hand to your heart. So today, as I said, we're gonna work on the heart area and we're gonna use the engagement of the belly kind of like a lock. So if we're drawing the belly in, as long as we can throughout the whole practice or in the poses as I go telling you, then we are forcing the breath or we're asking the breath to fill into the chest, but it's not moving further down because the belly is in. So we're using the belly as a lock. So now the hand that's on the belly is going to remind you to draw the belly in right now. So engage your belly. Keep the hand in the heart. And now exhale all the air out. And we'll do some samavriti in the heart. So inhale to 4, into the heart. And exhale to 4 from the heart. If you know how to do Ujjayi breath, that hissing sound at the back of the throat, you can start it. So it's restricting the throat a little bit, creating that gentle hissing sound. So we're counting to 4 on the inhale. The belly is drawing in towards the back body. And the chest is expanding on the inhale. And dropping or sinking, relaxing on the exhale. And if your eyes are not closed, I invite you to close them now, continuing to do this work. So as we're bringing our attention to this specific area of the body, our energy is going to begin to be deposited here. So in Tantra, we efficiently create more energy in the body in specific ways. So today in the heart, we're depositing more energy in the heart with our attention. And now, your next inhale, I invite you to hold the breath and hold your awareness at the heart. Feel the prana, the life force, the breath, holding there. And as you exhale, release. So we're beginning to hold the breath. It's very internalizing, so it helps us draw in a little bit more when we hold the breath in, not for too long. So with short periods of holding, it helps us, it aids us in drawing in. So you're breathing into the heart, you're holding the breath, you're holding your awareness, your attention at the heart, and you're exhaling. So continue doing that. And maybe as you hold, you begin to experience more light or prana. You feel a more aliveness or sensation in your chest. Maybe you will eventually as we continue on. Just 2 more breaths like that, holding your inhale. Drawing the attention in. Good, and now let go of that breathing pattern and bring both hands to the heart. Relaxing the breath and relaxing the shoulders, I invite you to bring to the forefront of your awareness your gratitude. So gratitude really sprouts from the heart. There are all these beautiful qualities that come from the heart. Imagine your human experience without the qualities of the heart, of love, compassion, understanding, softness, gratitude, forgiveness. So just take a moment in silence to bring all your gratitude to the forefront with your hands on your heart. This also begins to create coherence. The heart and the brain start to work in a coherent manner. So when we need to take any direction in life, when we need to do we need to choose something, it's really good to tap into the heart so that the brain and the heart can connect, can become coherent, how the heart math talks about it, and then we can make more aligned decisions in our lives. All right, so now let's release the hands, and I invite you to come sitting up. Just to a comfortable seated position. So your legs are folded if you can. Good. And let's practice that Ujjayi breath. So if you've never done it before, don't worry. So we're gonna restrict the throat a little bit. And that's gonna create that hissing sound. You're still breathing through your nose, but it feels like you're sipping air through your throat. So close the throat a little bit and sip air through the throat. It's like you're drinking the breath from the throat. And then exhale with that restriction. Inhale through the throat, still the nose. Exhale through the throat. And don't worry if you're not feeling it. It's just maybe the first time you're trying it. All right, so let's come to a low lunge. If you have a blanket or anything, you can place it under the knees. It might help you, might protect you. But you don't need it if not, just be careful. Or you can also fold the mat like this, and that's gonna protect your knees a little bit. So let's take the right leg forward and the left knee to the earth. The right knee is over the ankle, but it's not in front because that's a lot of pressure for the knee. So make sure the knee is over the ankle or behind. And take your left knee back as far as you can. And try to be on the top of the knee. That's gonna also protect the knee a little bit. So we're gonna move dynamically. Let's touch the earth with our fingertips. And as you inhale, bring your arms by your ears and then come up. Keep your chin down, parallel to the earth. Exhale, draw the belly in and come down. See if you can keep the belly in. Now we breathe into the heart to come up. Keep the belly in, but squeeze it back even more and down. 2 more, just like that dynamically. Keep the belly in to come up. And exhale. Maybe you want to go back into that back bend a little deeper, but keep the tailbone lengthening down, the lower back long, and exhale. So this time we're going to come back up and we're going to hold it here. Like I said, tailbone lengthens down towards the earth. Now lift away from your lower back and bend the elbows. These are called cactus elbows. Move your elbows back so you feel now the shoulder blades coming together on the back and supporting the front of your body. And feel the openness of your collarbones and your chest when you do that. Now keep the chin parallel to the earth. So we're still using the chin and the belly drawing in to really focus on this area and to bring the breath to the chest. A couple more breaths like this. Long breaths. And now as you inhale, take your arms up, palms together. We're going to take it into a twist to the right. Allow the left elbow to lead the way, so you're lengthening the left side of the waist. And now the right palm presses into the left to twist. Draw the shoulders in towards the body. As you exhale, turn the right shoulder back even more. So you might want to start gazing up to the sky if it feels comfortable to you. Drawing the chin down so the neck is long. And on the exhale, you're going deeper into the twist. So feel the thoracic spine. Maybe keeping that belly in still to fill the chest with breath. And let's come back up. Arms up to the sky. Exhale, touch the earth, and let's move to downward facing dog, our first down dog of the night or the afternoon. So take your time here. You want to bend one knee and the other one maybe. Just like what they say, walking the dog. And when you're ready, press both knees back. Make sure your feet are hips width apart. The outer edges of your feet are parallel, and spread your toes. Now look at your fingers. Spread your fingers like big stars, the middle finger is straight forward, and press your fingers into the earth. Now pushing the floor away, begin to draw the chin towards the chest,
And remind yourself of the belly now, keeping the belly in, breathing into the heart. Now I invite you to bend the knees. Bend them, a significant amount. And now you have more room to push the floor away more. So the heart is getting closer to the thighs.
And now if you lift the armpits a little bit, the shoulder blades are coming together on the back.
Keep the knees bent. Keep opening the front of the body and drawing the shoulder blades together on the back. Chin towards the chest. The breath is fluid. And now straighten your legs. Let's take the left leg forward towards the hands.
Right knee comes to the earth. Make sure that you're on the front of the right knee and your ankle is right under your left knee. So let's inhale, arms by the ears to come up. Exhale, squeeze the belly in, and now keep that squeeze to come back up. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more. Good, this time we're gonna go up and we hold it. Now your cactus arms, so you're bending the elbows and you're drawing the elbows back. Now the tailbone is grounding down and forward, so the lower back stays long and the shoulder blades are coming together on the back. The chin stays parallel to the earth. And if you're bringing the belly in, we're really moving the breath to the heart. Enjoy the breath, enjoy the opening. Good, and let's take the arms up as you inhale, palms together, and the right elbow will lead to move into that twist to the left. So the right side of the body is long, and the left palm of your hand is pressing into the right to help you twist better, deeper. As you exhale, draw the left shoulder back even more, getting a little deeper. Notice where your breath is. We're not holding our breath. The chin is drawn in a tiny bit so the neck can continue to lengthen from the crown of the head. The shoulders are drawing into the body. Good. And let's come back to center with the arms up. And exhale, hands down to the earth and step back to downward facing dog. So, feet are hips width apart, the chin is tucked in. And again, bend your knees a little bit so the heart can come closer to the earth. You're lifting the armpits a little bit and the shoulder blades are coming together on the back. Awesome. Let's move forward to plank position so the body is parallel to the earth. So this is that weird crouching tiger pose. As you exhale, touch the knees to the earth, the heart to the earth. The chin moves forward, the chin is on the ground, and the elbows are hugging the sides of your body. Close your eyes. We're going to hold it here in this weird pose. I do this often because it's a way of kissing the earth with a heart. So close your eyes. And in this weird pose, you can bring your gratitude back into your awareness. And we tend to think of gratitude as things outside of ourselves, what we have, the people in our lives. But what about now starting to shift that to find gratitudes about us? Things that only come from us. Things that we do, how we act, or maybe how we've thought, or maybe what we did for somebody else, or whatever we have done. And now, I'll get you out of that pose. Let's slide forward, bring the belly to the earth into a baby cobra. Tops of the feet on the ground, spread your toes. hands under the shoulders and elbows hugging the sides of your body. Now, lifting the shoulders away from the earth, the head away from the earth, but we're not using the hands to lift up. We're just using the back muscles. And as you exhale, move into child's pose. Open your knees, toes touch, forehead to the earth. And let's keep moving like this. So we're gonna slide forward. This is a weird one, not a weird one. Slide forward. The heart stays close to the earth, into that baby cobra. And now exhale into child's pose. And it might be better with knees closer together. And again, let's inhale, the heart closer to the earth, sliding forward into that baby cobra. And exhale back to child's pose. Let's do that 2 more times. Notice how it starts to soften everything in that middle part of your back. Sliding forward, the heart stays close to the earth, lift up into that baby cobra, exhale down to child's pose, back to child's pose. And one last. Sliding forward, elbows stay close to the waist, and back. Amazing. And just rest in child's pose for a moment. Open your knees out to the sides, toes touch, forehead to the earth. And the arms can be wherever you'd like, either forward or back, whatever's comfortable. And now I invite you in this child's pose to bring your awareness to the area of the heart. Notice if it feels more awakened, more alive. Good. And let's move into downward facing dog. So lifting the knees off the ground. Let's step our feet to the front of the mat and bring your feet together. So if you need to have your knees bent, because it's hard to touch the earth, just go ahead and bend them. If not, you can straighten the legs. If you're straightening the legs, engage your quads. So let's place both hands together under the face. So your back is parallel to the earth pretty much. The hands are under the face. And now so your hands are like pyramids on the fingertips. Let's take the right arm up to the side and up to the sky and look up to the right hand. And exhale. So we'll do 4 to the right side. And inhale, right arm up again, look up at the hand. And exhale. 2 more. Inhale, right arm up. And exhale. So always adjust to make the poses feel comfortable for you. If you need the knees bent, no problem. Now let's switch sides. Left arm, inhale to the left and up to the sky, look up. Exhale, softening that upper part of the back. And inhale, left arm up. And exhale. And 2 more. Moving with breath. One last. Amazing. And now separate your feet so they're hips width apart. Outer edges of your feet are parallel. Grab your elbows and let the upper body fold over the legs. And you're welcome to bend the knees again if you'd like. So you're grabbing your opposite elbows. If your legs are straight, engage your quads and move the weight forward to the toes to get a little deeper in the back of the legs if you'd like. No need if you don't want to. But specifically just really softening the spine. And if you actually bend the knees, your spine is going to release a little more. And notice your breath. And now bring your hands to your quads, pushing your femur bones back, bringing the upper body parallel to the earth. Good, and take your arms now forward so that they come parallel to the earth. So we're gonna move up very methodically. And now press the heels down to the earth and begin to lengthen forward through the fingertips to come all the way up. Pressing down through the feet, up through the fingertips, and exhale, hands down. Great. Let's take the left leg forward and the right leg back. So we're going to do it like a dynamic warrior one. Hands to the waist to start. Your hips are square to the front. And let's start by bending the left knee so you can measure. Make sure the knee is over the heel when you move into the pose. There's also this twist that happens a little bit. Because if we let ourselves just be, the right shoulder's going to open to the side a little, but we do want to invite that twist to happen so the shoulders are square to the front. So, hands to the heart now. We're going to move dynamically and use our counting. So let's inhale to 4 and come into warrior one with the arms open. Bend the elbows a little bit so you're really opening the heart. The chin can lift a little with this one. Exhale, come out of the pose, lengthen your left leg and hands to the heart. Inhale to 4, bend the knee, open the heart. Exhale to 4, touch the hands to the heart coming out of the pose. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Receiving that breath in the heart, maybe the belly stays in, exhale. This time, let's go in, but with the arms up. Inhale, and we stay. And exhale, bend the elbows into those cactus elbows, moving your elbows back. Tailbone moves down, engage your right leg back away from the earth, and melt back into the shoulder blades. Like your shoulder blades are holding you for the front of your body to just melt back. Good, and inhale, arms all the way up. And exhale out of it. Straighten the left leg, hands by your hips, and you can step the back foot forward. And let's take the left leg back this time. So open really big, hands to the waist to find your stance first. So your left heel is on the ground, your foot is in a diagonal. And finding that rotation in your belly. So the right shoulder drawing back, right, and the left shoulder drawing forward. So you find the shoulders square to the front. Let's straighten the right leg, hands to the heart, and inhale to the count of 4 into the pose. 2, 3, 4, receive the breath in the heart, exhale out of it. 2, 3, 4, hands to the heart. 3 more, inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 more on your own. Belly stays in, depositing prana, life force breath in the heart. This one we stay, arms all the way up, bend the right knee. Bend your elbows into those cactus elbows, ground the tailbone, and melt back into your heart. And you can also bring the chin down. It's a little stronger because you're creating that lock in the throat. Good, and then straighten the arms up into the sky. And exhale, hands to the earth. Step back to downward facing dog. Chin to the chest. Allow here the breath to settle if it's become a little bit agitated. Good. And now bring your knees to the earth. I really like this one. I made this the name up. It's called pulsating anahata. Anahata is the name of the heart chakra. So we're on our knees and we're stretching the arms forward, all the way forward. Now you're bringing your sit bones back towards the heels. You're not sitting on your heels, but back towards the heels. And now bring the heart towards the earth. Your arms are completely straight. So your inhale, lift away from the earth a little bit with your upper body. Exhale, go into the earth with your heart. You're looking forward, so the chin maybe touches the earth. No need to though. Inhale, lift up a little bit. And exhale, go into the pose, into the earth with the heart. Inhale, that pulsation that we're doing, lift up a little bit. Exhale, go deep, as far as it feels good to you. And one more, inhale, lift away from the earth. Exhale. So you're looking forward, now we hold it in your mats. We're not trying for a specific goal or to touch the earth with the chin or anything, just whatever feels right for you and your body. And find your breath here. And now gratitude towards yourself. What are things that come from you? Good. And slowly walk yourself back into child's pose. Toes touch, knees are open, forehead to the earth. You're welcome to sigh. We're physically working on the body, but sometimes there is emotional stuff on the heart sitting there. Energetically, it might feel very dense. So you're welcome to sigh out whatever the body needs. And yoga is also inviting us to go into the body and to sense the body and feel the body and listen deeply to the body that's constantly giving us information about ourselves, about how we're handling reality or the moment or our journeys or what's going on in our lives. Good. And let's do our last standing position. So come into downward facing dog. And step the right leg forward to the hands. Place the left heel on the ground and come up to standing. So this time the legs don't need to be that spread like before, but just 3 feet apart or 3.5. So this is the intense stretch of the chest. Let's bring the tailbone down, moving towards the earth. And grab your elbows from behind you. Just like this. If you're very flexible, you might want to try bringing the palms together on your back and then pressing the palms together and drawing the elbows back. So whichever pose you're choosing, drawing the shoulders back. But we're going to keep the hips square to the front. Now tailbone grounding. Inhale, look up to the sky. And exhale, fold over the legs, over the right leg. Chin moves towards the chest. Keep moving the shoulders back away from the earth. Breathing. So it's the intense stretch of the chest. So continue to draw the shoulders back. Allow the collarbones to spread. Give yourself the space to find your breath, find the pose. Sometimes it's poses we've never done before, so obviously the first time we try them might not feel that zen at first. Good, and now let's release the arms, bring the hands to the waist, and shake the shoulders if you need to a little bit. Let's keep the right hand on the waist for now, your hips square, and bring your left hand to cross and come to the outside of the right shin. So we're moving into a revolved triangle. Keep your hips in place, but only begin to turn the right shoulder back. So you're feeling that torsion happening in the middle of your spine. So the right hip is not descending, they're square, and then bring your right arm up to the sky. If you're more flexible, you can try to reach for the earth, and then keep moving the right shoulder back. And if you feel comfortable here, try bending the right elbow and drawing it back. Like that cactus elbow we were doing before. Good, and let's bring the hands to the waist. Bring yourself back to center, back is parallel to the earth, and then come all the way up to standing. Take a breath, and let's switch sides. So the right leg goes back, left leg forward, your hips are square to the front, hands on your waist to start. Engage your legs, and choose your arms now, either grabbing your elbows or palms together. Lengthen the tailbone to the earth. Open the front of the body on an inhale. And on the exhale, folding over the left leg. Now chin comes towards the chest, so the back of the neck is long. Shoulders are rolling back. Breath is smooth. Maybe you want to go down deeper if that feels comfortable to you. And now let's bring both hands to the waist, and you can shake your shoulders if you need to, your wrists if you need to. And let's cross the right hand to the outside of the left shin and begin to twist the shoulders only, not the hips. So the left shoulder is rolling back, stacking over the right. Your head follows, your neck follows, and then take your left arm up to the sky. Fingers together, fingertips stretching up. Now look up at the sky if it feels right for your neck, or you can look straight down. If you want to take it a little deeper, find that cactus elbow with the left arm, bending the left elbow. Getting a little deeper in there. Good. And now come back to center with both hands on the waist and come all the way up to standing. Good. Let's touch the earth and move to down dog, your last down dog of the night. And bend the knees, opening the heart to the earth and pressing the heart towards the thighs. Let the neck be long as the chin draws into the chest. Find your breath here. And you can straighten your legs, see if you can keep the openness in the front of the body as you do. Good, and now I invite you to come laying down on your back. So, knees bent, back on the earth, and just open the feet a little bit to the sides. Let the knees rest one into each other. So just a moment to close the eyes, take a moment to pause. I invite you to bring your awareness to the heart's center and just to notice the sensations around the middle part of your back, thoracic spine, the neck, the chest, collarbones, throat. Notice the prana, life force, chi. When prana starts to accumulate in a specific part, we might sense it as light. So maybe you perceive more light in that area. Good, and now open your eyes and bring your feet to be hips width apart. Your heels are moving towards your butt. We're gonna move into a back bend, into bridge pose. So lift your hips off of the ground and interlace your hands under your body. Now walk your shoulders to come under the body closer to each other, so the shoulder blades are coming close to each other.
Good. Now press the heels into the earth, lifting your butt up into the sky even more. Draw the knees towards each other. The tendency is that the knees want to open. So keep squeezing the knees towards each other and the big toes down into the earth. And now we'll do a little bit of that detailed breathing in the pose. Staying in bridge. Keep the belly in if you can. Breathe into the heart. Notice the chin is blocking, so it's perfect pose to do this. Hold the breath on the inhale and exhale, stay in the pose. So we do that 2 more times. Inhale to the heart, hold the breath, keep your awareness in the heart. Exhale all the breath out. If your breath is too agitated, don't worry about the holding. Hold after inhale. And one last. And exhale, coming all the way down. Whew, all right. So if you do have a strong yoga practice, I wasn't going to go for it, but let's do it. You can go into a full wheel. That is where the hands are now lifting your body up. If you don't, go back into the pose that we just did, bridge pose. So with, very methodically lifting your butt up, squeezing the knees towards each other. So if you're going for a full wheel, hands under the shoulders, the elbows usually want to open to the sides and we want to keep them lifting up. So drawing those elbows in towards each other. Now we bring the top of the head to the earth. So we lift the head up, top of the head up on the earth. Now lift your heels off the ground. And on an inhale, come all the way up. Now if it feels good to you, heels to the earth. And then you can walk the hands back if it feels good to you. Drawing those elbows close together. Breathing. Opening the heart, shoulder blades together. And bring the top of the head to the earth. And coming out of it, back to the earth. And if you were in bridge, coming out of it. So let the knees drop into each other. Take a moment to rest. Shoulders relax. And now let's move the hips to the right a little bit. So keep the knees where they are. Just move the hips to the right a little bit. Straighten your left leg and take your right leg up into the sky. Now flex your right foot. So the heel is what's going to lead this pose. Open your arms out to the side. Take a breath. And as you exhale, cross the right leg over to the left, leading with the right heel, extend away from the body. So we're lengthening the lower part of the body. And inhale to come back up. Right leg up goes up. Exhale, cross it over. Your right hip lifts off the ground. You're leading with the right heel away from the body. And let's do one more, just like that. Exhale to twist. Good. Now bend the right knee and grab the right knee with your left hand. Allow the knee to come towards the earth. Turn your gaze over to the right and turn your right palm up into the sky to face the sky. Here you can focus on your breath for a moment. Breathing into your rib cage, that twist that's happening in the middle part of your back. You're also lengthening on the right side of your lower back. And let's come back to center. So straighten the right leg, bring the right leg up into the sky, and bend the right knee. Bring your hips back to center. Okay, so let's bend the left knee.
So both the knees are bent. Take your hips to the left. Straighten the right leg. Open your arms out to the sides and take your left leg up into the sky. Now flex the foot and lead with your left heel. Take a breath. Exhale, twist over to the right, pushing that left sit bone, left heel away from the body and all the way back up. On an exhale, twist it over again, looking over the left if you'd like with your gaze. And look up, bring the leg back up for the last one. Exhale. Great, now bend the left knee. Bring your right hand over the knee and allow the knee to drop towards the earth. Again, if it's not touching, no problem, it's towards. Let the left shoulder begin to relax on the earth and turn the left palm to face the sky. Look over to the left fingertips. You can close your eyes. And your right leg is somewhat engaged, drawing down. Good, and straighten now the left leg again. And come back to center with your leg up, straight up into the sky. Bend the left foot, left knee, bend the right knee, and bring your hips back to center. So we're gonna close, we're gonna finish with a forward bend before we rest in Shavasana. So come sitting up, we wanna stretch the spine a little bit now after that big back bend. First, we really lengthened the lower back first, and now we are ready to do a nice forward bend. We're gonna do Kurmasana. So it's a turtle pose. So we're gonna keep the toes are lifted. Hope you guys can see me. The heels are on the ground. And we're gonna bring the arms under the legs and bring the arms back. And then when you're here, your palms are touching the earth, you begin to straighten your legs, but you don't have to move to a full straight leg, whatever is good for you. And then begin to press your arms against your thighs and the thighs down into the arms and lengthen from the crown of the head forward. So it's we get a nice stretch in the lower back and the whole spine. And then bend the knees again to take one arm out and then the other arm out. And let's bring now the legs together. And we'll do a full forward bend. Just a gentle one, arms by the ears. Exhale to fold. You can bend the knees if you'd like. And just 3 more like this. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale up. And fold. Let's hold it now. So grab onto the ankles or the toes, whatever is good for you. Keep the knees bent if you prefer. And draw the shoulders into the body. And you can use the hands to create some traction. So I prefer you even bend the knees if they're a little tight so that the back doesn't start to round. But we're using the hands to create traction so we lengthen the spine instead of rounding the spine to reach down. Good, and bring your arms by your ears and come all the way up to sitting up. And exhale, hands by your hips, palms down in staff pose. So this is just a moment here to pause, opening the shoulders back. And let's turn around and lay on the back for Shavasana. Shoulders on the ground. Your heart is facing up to the sky. And separate your feet. Palms are facing up away from the body.
And draw the shoulders down and the shoulder blades close together on the back, so the collarbones and the chest is open for our resting pose.
Shavasana. So there's this saying, it's been so long since I've kind of heard it, and I've shared it so much that I think pieces of the tale get lost in time. But I will share what I remember. So there's this thing that says that when we die, I think it's from the Tibetan traditions, we knock on heaven and our heart gets weighed. And if our heart weighs more than a feather, we're not allowed into heaven. So I invite you to do this Tibetan relaxation where we exhale with a sigh through the mouth. So take a breath into the heart, and anything that's ready to be released, sigh it out. Allowing your heart to become as light as a feather. Any stress, any sadness or hard feelings, just allow it all to go. Empty your heart so that you can feel the depths of the stillness, the peace that lies in the heart. Creating or bringing more compassion to yourself. Compassion towards humanity, the human race, our state of evolution, the state of our consciousness. And if you're done exhaling through the mouth, you can allow the breath now to become natural, allow the breath to go. Breathing gently in and out through the nose without trying to breathe any specific way, beginning to let go of the control of breathing and let the body do its thing. It breathes on its own. I invite you to bring your awareness to the heart space. If you've wandered into the thoughts, into the mind, and stay alert, stay aware to the sensations in the heart, the aliveness in the heart. So our mind is one pointed on the heart. The breath is finding its own rhythm. The body is settling into the rhythm of the breath. organs, the heartbeat, everything coming into balance with each other as the body finds its own rhythm to breathe. Everything settling into balance. So we can use our lives as a laboratory. So we can ask our heart to show us what it is to love deeper, for instance. Or we can use these next days to go into an inquiry into the heart of what it is to forgive deeper, or to understand deeper, or surrender, or accept. Anything you'd like to explore in your own heart, allowing these qualities to reveal themselves to you in deeper ways that you're exploring. Now, as you breathe again, invite the breath to draw down your torso, down your legs, into your toes. And as you breathe out, allow the breath to move from the toes all the way up to the head. Just breathing again down the body and up the body. On your next inhale, invite the fingertips to wiggle and to move a little bit. And your next breath, invite your toes to wiggle and move a little bit. Now turn your head to the right and to the left shoulder several times, softening in the neck. And you can wiggle your jaw if you'd like a little. Bring your head back to center. As you breathe in, reach your arms overhead, behind you, all the way up. Interlace your fingers and turn your palms away from the body, stretching from the toes to the palms of the hands. And as you exhale, you can hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big squeeze. Take a moment there to really feel this hug, mostly now that we are on lockdown and we can't hug many people or touch many people. Give yourself what you need in this moment. Now let the knees drop to the right. You can make a pillow with your hands under the right cheek in a fetal position. I'm going to give you guys another inquiry. So, what is your life in service to? What are your actions, your choices in service to? There is no right answer. It's just an inquiry into yourself. And sometimes inquiry helps us realign ourselves with our most truthful path. What are we in service to with our lives, with our time on earth? There's no right answer. We don't all have to be Mother Teresa. And stretch the right leg, place your hands on the ground to come all the way up to sitting. So we close together. So palms facing down on your knees. Close your eyes, and if you need to, relax your neck a little. Do like a little bit of circles with your neck. Mine feels a little stiff. Let the shoulders drop, and careful as the head reaches back. Just gentle with your head. And bring your head back to center. Now as you're sitting, feel the elbows drawing back, the shoulder blades, feel that support that we created in the back, the heart open. And close your eyes. Doesn't it feel good that the energy feels, at least for me, more grounded in the heart and less in the analytical mind? So what would it be like to lead our lives from this presence in the heart? Or a balance of the head and the heart rather than all analytical thinking. And let's bring the palms in front of the heart, palms together in Anjali Mudra. Bow your head to the heart. Can we lead with our hearts? The heart within me, the life force within me salutes the heart and the life force within you. Namaste. We bow down to each other, to ourselves, to the teachings, and to life. And we come all the way up. All right. So I love to hear about your experiences. If you feel inspired to write me a little message. I hope you had a good practice. And I send you all my love. Have a wonderful evening if you're in our time zone. Bye, Leah. Thank you. Sending love.